Ya, halo pemirsa. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Jumpa lagi di channel saya, Salam Keseimbangan 5799. Langsung saja kita menonton video kali ini. Legenda dari Afrika, Ike Ibeabuchi, ya, dimana ceritanya katanya ingin mau mendaftar tentara, alih-alih mau mendaftar, tapi pas melihat Mike Tyson kalah, di situ dia berniat untuk mau jadi petarung atau petinju. Nah, bagaimana aksinya? Tapi ingat, petinju satu ini adalah petinju yang tak terkalahkan, yang mempunyai pukulan yang mematuk ya. Dan bagaimana aksinya? Mari kita nonton bersama. Oh,
The undefeated
wajahnya
Nigerian
sangat-
heavyweight slugged it out old school style.
Oh, good uppercut. Oh, Davis's ribs feel to go.
Hit like a freight train and was going to become a superstar, scaring the living daylights out of victims inside the ring.
Punya
It was
belating
outside of it
rambutnya
where
ya.
he was truly terrifying, guided by voices in his head. Today's story is about the God-given talent, fierce battles, and mental breakdown of Ike Ibeabuchi.
Mirip-mirip gayanya Mike Tyson. Celananya juga selalu warna hitam.
Ibeabuchi was born in Nigeria in
Gimana
1973. He took up
Bagus.
boxing at the age of 17 after watching the fight between Iron Mike and Buster
Ini
Douglas,
menceritakan Mike Tyson.
which unexpectedly turned into the greatest upset in history.
Oh, ini maksudnya melihat kekalahan Mike Tyson.
Just 3 years later, Ike became one of the best heavyweights in Africa and moved to the United States with his mother. The newcomer burst onto
Berarti Ibeabuchi ini terinspirasi dari kalahnya Mike Tyson waktu itu. Akhirnya ia membatalkan masuk tentara dan menjadi petinju dan pergi ke Amerika Serikat untuk bertarung.
the professional
Wah,
scene under a pretentious nickname, the President. 6 foot 2 inches tall and 230 pounds strong, in 1995 he squared off against Greg Pickram.
So, Ike Ibeabuchi then,
Ike was floating around like a middleweight,
in of course the same state.
bombarding the torso
And British. And that obviously is
and landing good counters.
that's for heavyweights, or big heavyweights, I should Nigeria.
However, he got clipped in one of the exchanges.
Good right there. Oh, and down. Little touchdown there by Ibeabuchi.
Now wise to the danger, Ibeabuchi no longer deviated from the measured approach.
Well, Ibeabuchi now getting much closer. Lovely uppercut on the inside there, catching Pickram, and a big right over the top too.
And when the opponent slowed down from body shots,
Thank goodness.
the President threw a winging right hand
Oh, good. Oh, good.
and switched to beast mode.
And Pickram in trouble now. Needs to keep those hands up. Get moving. Oh, he's down. Yep, lurching to the floor there, Pickram.
Saving Private Pickram was on the referee.
Well, it's all over. That punch didn't even land. The referee should never have allowed him back into action.
In a span of just 3 rounds, Ike displayed high fight IQ, pristine technique,
A new feature I'm going to be introducing.
and an innate killer instinct.
I mentioned here, and that goes first time.
By that point in time, Ibeabuchi was already drawing comparisons to his idol, Tyson, and played along by walking out wearing all black. To no one's surprise, in 1996, the experienced Mike Ackley collapsed after a couple of hooks.
With a record at 10 and 10. Well, look at there. Look at there.
A picture-perfect uppercut going backwards closed the show.
Have not gone further than 2 rounds. There he goes down for the second time.
A bit later, the president put another victim through forced body shot treatment.
Really working Joe down to the body. Got her with the purple. Got hit though with that overhead right. Good left hook to the body.
The foe's liver failed at the 12-minute mark.
5 seconds to go in round number 4. Oh!
Ibeabuchi's breakthrough year was 1997. He was matched up with Concrete Calvin Jones, Tyson's sparring partner.
We'll see what kind of fight Ibeabuchi.
Ike decided to get a taste of the 6'6" giant's full power at the outset.
Winning streak going, winning 2 fights in 96.
Well, does that term stand clear? The bigger they are, the harder.
Then the Nigerian located the target with a sniping jab.
Hung in there for 4 rounds. Other than that, everybody's
And followed up with a flurry.
10 no before. Most he's ever been is 8 rounds, and that was this past November. Calvin Jones been the
Unafraid of incoming danger, Ibeabuchi fired on all cylinders.
under a minute to go in round number 1. And Ibeabuchi's already got Jones going into a shell.
By the second round, he was in complete control.
It's Calvin Jones in the red shorts. He shows a little bit of he slips nicely.
Making the enemy worry about the head, Ike punished the core instead.
Stepping in, he's pacing himself. Oh, he hurt him. He hurt Jones. Jones is hurt.
Goes down. Comes over the top with a 2-punch combination.
Severely diminished, Calvin was out of his depth.
He's got that 7-8 inch reach advantage, but Ike Ibeabuchi comes in, throwing punches left and right. Robert Byrd taking a very close look. He can jump in, get off the ropes. Still plenty of time left here in round number 2, and
A miraculous get-up only prolonged the agony.
another left hook.
Well, one thing that you gotta watch out for is always if you need caught at any time. So Ike
A left hook at the 6-minute mark wrapped up the beatdown.
Nice right hand lead. Jones coming up, and that's it. Robert Byrd seated up.
Ibeabuchi was calm but vicious, chopping the opponent's liver to pieces. Fate is doom and evident when you're facing the president. The next test came in the face of Marion Mo Wilson, a boxer with an all-time great uncrackable chin. Mo tried to impeach the president right away.
Big right hand drops in. Rock, I shook up.
Ibeabuchi wisely decided to go the full 10 rounds for the first time, dominating the action throughout.
Now, a lot of those punches was talking about yours truly, Arnie Tokyo Rose. Nice body shot there by Ike.
Towards the end, he went all in, trying to seal the deal.
The undefeated 14-0. Whoa, 12 knockouts in. Never been stopped before. Taking the best shots right now from Ike.
Still, the virgin-jawed veteran finished the contest standing.
I think he looked
The mandatory skill assessment program was completed. The president's resume included 12 knockouts in 16 victories.
he hurt Jones. Jones is hurt.
Goes down.
Thus, only the biggest venues and challenges lied ahead.
The president.
In June of 1997, in the opposite corner stood the undefeated rising star, David Tua, ready to defend the WBC international belt. Looking like Mark Hunt's long-lost brother, he had already sent 23 of 27 rivals to intensive care.
Nice left hook, and down he goes.
The bull-necked Samoan's hit list included Hasim Rahman,
And the Rockman is hurt.
Oleg Maskayev,
Gaev is out.
and John Ruiz.
Comes right at him. Another big bomb, and Ruiz is down.
David Tua.
Nevertheless, Ike was not fazed by David's trunk movement
John Ruiz
and stopped his forward momentum with strikes to the midsection.
against Oleg Maskayev. That was an
Tua would explode with haymakers.
scorecard.
Ibeabuchi met him head-on
Hand from David Tua. Ibeabuchi, though, look at this.
and had the upper hand in close range.
That he should use the jab. Right now, right in front of him, I don't think Tua's used to this, but he's side. And
The Samoan kept throwing heat and aiming for Ike's chin.
the right hand right behind it.
There's a right hand from
The Nigerian, on the other hand, maneuvered around with a jab
crowd.
and disrupted the rhythm with sudden power shots.
You want to keep motivation up. One thing I didn't like is that he asked him, how do you feel? I don't think you should ever ask.
David spent 5 rounds collecting abdominal damage and running into a brick wall.
T97.
It was the same short cycle over and over.
A guy can take bombs from a guy like Tua. It's not something you want to prove.
Until Ike started embracing more exchanges on clinch breaks.
Never forgot. He said, there's guys out there you've never heard of that can...
Beauties of the game, you can uncover a gem like we're seeing tonight in Ike Ibeabuchi.
Tua launched a branded missile.
His signature punch, and he catches him again.
And they both began smushing each other's gray matter.
Opens up with a left hook. Double left hook from Tua.
I love the way he's giving Tua things to think about.
Double left hook by Tua closes out the fifth.
Some say that this very left hook would destroy the Nigerian's future.
Tua lands a good left hook here, and
the present was hanging in the balance as well. In the sixth frame, Tua's second hemisphere took charge and caught on to the opponent's timing.
Left hook and the subsequent right hands and double left hook.
Right, he seems like he's getting into a little bit of a groove.
Ike was brought to his senses.
Don't quit.
But wouldn't regain the initiative for a bit.
So easy to make those comparisons to Tyson's short right hand.
Tyson had those fast hands, and on the inside, he had blistering combinations that he...
However, while the Samoan bet on quality...
There's that right hand, the punches of David Tua in that sequence. Right lead, left hook by Tua.
Ibeabuchi was slowly taking over on quantity.
12-rounder telling
Ike back up, they'll just keep falling in.
Tua needs to take advantage. Oh, good short right hand by Ibeabuchi. With Ike Ibeabuchi and his commitment to keep punching. Oh, very nice left hook.
In the 10th, he kept David at bay with straight punches.
The best opponent of his career, the toughest opponent of his career, and he's
backed off to reset himself. Wow. And look at that. Snapping back the head.
And if a heavy shelling did come,
Ibeabuchi back to it. Tua comes in with the left hook. Oh, good uppercut from Tua.
A punishing barrage was the inevitable answer.
Oh, here comes Tua. 4 or 5 punches. Ibeabuchi right
and he gives it back to him.
The closing seconds of the 11th round would have been the highlight.
It's just too little, too late.
Look at this exchange. Tua headhunting Ike.
He's not landing though. Oh, good shot.
It was Ibeabuchi.
If it wasn't for the insane final lap that exceeded even the wildest expectations.
With his power punching, but at the end of the 11th round, it was the left hook. Tua lunging, looking for that left hook. Ibeabuchi still punching. Tua left hook, Ike left hook of his own.
He answers him back every time. He takes all the play away.
Now they go swinging in the middle of the ring.
That's what they needed.
Look at this. Nice way to end it.
Seperti burung pelatuk
In a span of 36 minutes, 1,730 punches were thrown combined. A divisional record that would stand for 22 years. The all-out war became an instant heavyweight classic and ended in a unanimous, albeit controversial, decision in favor of Ibeabuchi. Unfortunately, the price he paid was too high. Ike suffered excruciating headaches following that slugfest. At the same time, his bipolar disorder went unnoticed during a medical examination. Ibeabuchi was a nightmare for people around him throughout his career, but now voices and visions were getting louder and clearer. He demanded people call him the president, asked for million-dollar checks, and then refused to perform, assaulted team members, and sex workers.
Petinju ini sampai-sampai dijuluki sang presiden, sesuai yang dikatakan tadi, sang presiden.
Things got so bad he abducted his former girlfriend's son and drove into a concrete pillar. As a result, Ibeabuchi was sentenced to 4 months in jail. Beltless and practically bankrupt, he returned in 1998 after a year of absence.
His opponent, Tim Ray.
The well-fed Tim Ray folded in half from a liver shot.
No offense, Evander. And there's that body to the...
And then had to withstand the onslaught while his cornermen argued whether to sacrifice their fighter to the Nigerian cannibal.
Big right hand, right up the middle by Ike. He goes after him in the corner. Ray trying to fight back. Ibeabuchi, boy, he's setting...
Humanitarian values ultimately prevailed.
Cena was stepping in and now the towel comes in. So this one's over in the first round.
A more respectable rival, Everton Davis, tasted the canvas as well.
Like Ike, you like Ike. Ike didn't like that.
But he managed to survive the carpet bombing.
Everton Davis, of course, going down with that big right hand.
And held strong until the 9th round.
Oh, good uppercut by Ibeabuchi, right above us. It started with body work.
The second knockdown didn't break him either.
Number 9 in progress between Ike Ibeabuchi and Everton Davis. And
You all right, brother?
Jadi burung pelatuk petinju satu.
Still, $1 Million mood was eaten up by inflation.
Oh, berpelatuk. Wow.
Back to the big leagues with 2 subsequent finishes. In March 1999, Ibeabuchi locked horns with an elite heavyweight, Chris Rapid Fire Bird, holding a clean record of 26 triumphs and 14 knockouts.
And Bird senses the opportunity and steps in and fires away. How long will Steve Smoger allow Thunder to take this kind of punishment? No longer.
The American would become a 2-time world champion in the future and outbox massive punchers like Tua and the great Evander Holyfield.
Vladimir Klitschko and Jamil would be the first one. Hard left hand. That's all. No longer try to win. To become a heavyweight, so he's packed on a lot of weight.
Initially, the fast and awkward southpaw avoided incoming damage with ease.
Pretty good punches to me. Swinging and missing. Downs Bird back with a right to the chest. Just misses with the left.
And retaliated with lightning fast combinations. At first, Ibeabuchi just laughed in response.
And punctuates round 2.
But when he took Bird hostage on the ropes, Ike went off the rails.
Good left hook, Ibeabuchi.
Banyak gayamu. Luar biasa.
The ring was getting too small for 2.
Hard right hand. Lands upstairs for Ibeabuchi.
Masih lanjut.
That first right hand may be one of the hardest shots that Chris Bird's ever taken.
Twice, Chris escaped by the skin of his teeth.
He has ability. Right hand shot by Ibeabuchi in retaliation in the middle of the ring.
Yet the hands of justice got to him eventually.
Dapat Buchi.
Bird fell down one more time. And the president's campaign saw its dramatic conclusion.
Iya. Semalawat. Oh, ternyata wasit menghentikan. Dan lawannya tadi itu memperlukan petinju-petinju terkenal sebelumnya, tapi melawan petinju satu ini, Ike Ibeabuchi, tidak wasit menghentikannya.
Earthquake with an uppercut, Ibeabuchi got the job done on the 3rd attempt again. It was Ike's second victory against a top-caliber opponent, and big names were now looming on the horizon. Finally, the 26-year-old Nigerian could afford to live separately from his mother. Ibeabuchi flew to Las Vegas to strike a new deal for $1.2 million. And shortly after signing, another mental implosion happened. Mistaking an escort girl for a witch, Ike beat her up and sexually assaulted her. The court found him guilty on 2 charges. The sentence, up to 30 years of prison. Following involuntary treatment and another arrest for violating probation conditions, he was ultimately released only in 2020. Now, at 52, the president has nothing but phenomenal genetics, troubles with migration services, and dreams of a comeback.
He shot the world title because he's the baddest guy on the earth.
Ike Ibeabuchi was an outstanding boxer even by the high standards of the glorious 90s, and had all it takes to become an outstanding champion. The undefeated president smoked adversaries like barbecue and scored 15 merciless knockouts in 20 triumphs.
Good uppercut. Oh, Davis is feeling. Wow. There he goes.
Sadly, conquered by inner demons, he spent the prime of his promising career in prison, a place where heroes and legends fade into oblivion.
Oh goodness me, big shot there by Ibeabuchi. And Pikrom in trouble now, needs to keep those hands up, get moving. Oh, he's down.
You know, he's got that 7-8 inch reach advantage, but Ibeabuchi comes in. Nice right hand lead. Jones coming up, and that's it.
There's that big sweeping right hand from David Tua. Ibeabuchi, though, look at it.
Takes all the play away.
Now they go swinging in the middle of the ring.
That's what they
Look
needed.
at this.
If you enjoyed this video and want to see more boxing-related content, punch the like button, subscribe to the channel, and vote for sport.
Nah, itulah tadi bagaimana pemirsa sepak terjang atau aksi dari Ibeabuchi, dan ternyata petinju ini tak terkalahkan. Cuma mungkin satu sebab sehingga tidak muncul lagi selanjutnya. Tapi oke pemirsa, sebelum saya tutup, pastinya jangan lupa ya like dan subscribe-nya. Semoga video-video selanjutnya menarik dan bermanfaat dan menghibur tentunya. Wassalam, salam dari keseimbangan 5799.